All right, you are now at the extension station. And for those of you that don't like to read, I'm going to take you through this body of text that we have up here for the extension station. So in this unit, we have learned about linear expressions. And our learning targets were to simplify expressions using the distributive property. That's where we use the swoops and the parentheses. And then to use those to solve different types of equations. We solve equations with multiple steps when we add like terms. We solve equations with parentheses. We solve equations with a variable on both sides. And we've also learned to explain why equations might have infinite or no solutions. So now, if you're at this station, you've proved that you understand these concepts. You can do all of this, okay? So we'd now like to extend your learning by having you create visuals and other types of representations of these learning targets up here. So we have a list here of options that you can do. You don't have to do them in this order. You don't have to do all of them, but you do need to spend the remainder of the block extending your knowledge by doing some form of all these things. All right, the first one is pretty basic. Create a visual representation, a picture, a drawing, something of one or any number of the learning targets. So if you want to take one of these learning targets and draw a picture, it could be the picture from 7th grade when you use the bags and coins, or some other kind of visual representation. How do you see these learning targets? So then use paper, markers, or anything that your teacher has for you to do that, or anything that you have at your disposal as well. The second thing is to create a story problem that goes along with different types of equations. So in our last unit, we created story problems for slope and y-intercept. You could create similar ones for different types of equations. So again, choose a learning target and choose a story problem to go along with an equation or a problem that you might write for that learning target. The third option is to write different problems. So choose a learning target and just come up with problems. Come up with parenthesis problems. Come up with an equation with multi-steps where you have to add like terms. Come up with an equation with parentheses with a variable on both sides. Or come up with infinite or no solution problems, and then make those problems so that they have a whole number or a very simple like 1.5 or 0.5 or 0.75 decimal answer. Okay? And then the fourth option is to create a video similar to this video on Educreations on the iPads. So if you're interested in that, you can click on that link there and create that video.